Rob here from nextlevelguitar.com. How you doing? Hope all is well, and I hope your guitar journeys are going famously. I got a great little practice exercise for you today that's going to really help you visualize your scales kind of across the neck. You know, when teachers teach scales, a lot of times I think too much emphasis is just placed on teaching the scales up and back, you know, in a real vertical kind of fashion. Where, you know, I had a big breakthrough in my playing many years ago when I started to envision these scales as kind of like interconnected pieces. So like the whole neck was just like one big scale, one big opportunity, you know, not these individual parts. I kind of saw the totality of it, and this exercise like these really helped me a lot. And then whenever you change key, you just kind of move all of those whole block of shapes up or back. It makes it so much easier. So this is a really great exercise, and we'll throw a jam track behind it, and I could show you how it'll sound, you know, playing with a jam track too, so you can use this as like a musical example. So if you want this jam track, we're gonna send you, I'll tell you what, we'll send you 3 jam tracks for free from nextlevelguitar.com. I'll put a link right in the YouTube text box right here, and you click on that link, and then we'll email you 3 jam tracks, including this one. The jam track that we'll be playing over will be just a G major chord, be like a 4-chord progression to a D, to an E minor, to a C major. So we're in the key of G major, but you want to practice this exercise in all keys, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to force you to do something different. We're going to force you to only play notes on one string. That's it. This is a good way not just to learn how these shapes relate, how these scales relate, but it's also a great way to come up with new like melody ideas and new different ideas by forcing yourself to kind of pull out of the box and do something you're not normally doing. The notes in a G major scale are G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Okay, so let's start with a high E string, and we're only going to play the notes on the high E string for this example. All right, so the notes you have to choose from are you have your open high E, you have the 2nd fret F sharp, 3rd fret G, 5th fret A, 7th fret B, 8th fret C, 10th fret D, 12th fret E, 14th fret F sharp, 15th fret G, 17th fret A, 19th fret B, 20th fret C, and then depending on how many guitars that you have, if you have a 22nd fret D and 24th fret E. I happen to have 24 frets on this guitar, on this Paul Reed Smith, but you know, if you only have, you know, whatever, 22, 21, you know, obviously you just can't go up that high. But let's just stay on the high E string. So you're not allowed to play any other strings, and you got to practice just coming up with melody lines. And dance. Everything you do is going to be just on the high E string. So this will teach you the notes on the high E string. It will teach you what a major scale looks like just on one string. And then obviously next we'll do just the B string, and then we'll play just on the E and the B string. So I'm going to put the backing track on, and I'm going to try to get in a groove, and I'm only going to play the notes on the high E string. High E string only. Wait for the G to come around. Bending those half steps. Wherever you have those half steps. Bending to the root. Maybe descending trills. I just kind of pivoted off of the open E string. Just playing the open E, and then all the notes in the scale. Now we'll do some thirds, like go up 3 notes, and then back 1, then up 3. Easy, but this is again going to pull you out of that box. Now let's do the same thing, but just now we're only going to be using the B string. Only the B string. On the B string you could play, you know, your open B, your C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. There's your G, there's your root note. A. And you got another octave up there if you got 24 frets, right? So, same thing, only the B string. This is not easy, but believe me, this is really going to help you visualize the whole neck as one big opportunity, one big shit. Sharp bent to the G. Hang around that root note, you can't go wrong. But bend to that root. Let's just use the high, E, and the B. 2 strings only, that's it. Same principle. Give it a try, something different, something to pull you out of maybe your comfort zone. You know, you got to keep on taking on challenging things, you know, and you may not have thought about just limiting yourself to only playing 1 string. Not to say you're going to be doing this when you're jamming with your friends or you're playing with your bands, but, you know, I'm talking about practicing, and putting it over the jam track makes it a little bit more musical so you can come up with some rhythmic ideas, you know. So keep challenging yourself on the instrument, taking on hard practice exercises, harder songs, harder things that you can't do or you're just not there yet, and that's how you'll keep pushing yourself to the next level. All right, so it's been a pleasure. Hope you enjoyed that little lesson. Keep putting that guitar in your hands every day. Go to our website at nextlevelguitar.com, and there we have, you know, all kinds of video lessons, written lessons, jam tracks, all kinds of stuff that'll get your playing to the next level in the fastest and most efficient manner. Or if you've never played before, it will, you know, teach you how to play guitar. We have lessons for beginners, intermediates, advanced players, chord library, jam tracks, written lesson, forum, all kinds of stuff. It's a comprehensive site, over 600 lessons and growing. We add new content all the time. So be sure and check that out, and please subscribe to our YouTube videos, and by clicking on the button, as well as click on the link for the jam tracks, and we'll send you these Send you 3 jam tracks for free. Can't go wrong, you know? So try our site. You might like it. And I'll see you in the next lesson. I'm David Taub. You're the good people. Rock on and rip it up.